Niagara Falls is one of those cities that you would think will be booming, especially when you're talking about getting 500,000 visitors every single year. There's always people in Niagara Falls. The thing that you guys don't know and you guys want to be prepared for is that Niagara Falls is very deceiving. On the internet, it looks cool, but beyond the falls, or right behind the falls for that matter, it looks crazy. And crazy mean it looks semi abandoned. Now, this is 7 things that you have to know about the Niagara Falls area before you decide to move there. There is a second option or third option for you guys. But before you choose Niagara Falls itself as the city, you want to hear me out. The falls is beautiful. Don't get me wrong. The state parks, Niagara State Park, Whirlpool State Park, right around DeVoe, those areas are absolutely gorgeous. The park itself is beautiful. But Niagara Falls, 2 blocks from the actual falls itself, looks like it's almost decimated, like a war zone. No exaggeration. You go anything past 1st or 2nd Street, 3rd Street, depending on where you are, you may or may not want to watch your back out there. It is a crazy block by block, street by street type of city. And I'm telling you guys, I always tell people this when whoever calls me, and this is not to downplay Niagara Falls. Y'all know me, I don't disrespect nobody neighborhood, but Niagara Falls, if you go below 32nd, 35th Street, going west towards the water, it can get very sketchy fast. So that's something that you guys really want to pay attention to. It's a lot of controversy as to why the falls look like that. It was an old, you had the Erie Canal, you had the water, you had, everything, obviously the falls itself that gave us electricity. Like, you had a lot going for it 100 years ago. In the 70s, I can't even say the 70s, maybe even the 50s, they kind of sold it off to the big industry. Though when those industries left, when the big manufacturing companies left, the falls was left up basically for ransom at that point. You had a couple big developers that went in there, thought it was going to change over, thought they was going to get some high appreciation. It ain't changed since then. So those inner city blocks, especially like I said, 40th Street going west, going towards 1st Street, it's block by block, guys. It could be one block that's nice. The next block over, it could be some craziness going on. Now, are there nice parts? Again, yes, for sure. By DeVoe, by the state parks, you're good, right? Anywhere outside of that, drive through there during the day, midday, at night to know exactly where you are. And a lot of things too is, this is actually going into number 2, when they did do the big industry type of thing, right? And this is just my guess, this is my opinion. It was my opinion that they probably wanted to attract even more tourists, right? The thing about it is, if you go across the water to the Canadian side is absolutely beautiful. You got Clifton Hills, you have a hotel, you have Hard Rock Cafe, you have a bunch of restaurants in line and in and out the street, amusement parks, you have museums. I mean, all type of stuff to do on the Canadian side. If you just stay on our side, the US side, it does not look the same. It doesn't treat it the same. And again, I think my opinion is when I think they were trying to attract all those tourists, they forgot about the actual citizens of the fall, the people who actually live there. So when the tourist attraction obviously failed, and you already forgot about the citizens who live there, the whole thing just collapsed, right? So, and I think and it's been like that for years. I'll be 31 tomorrow, right? It's been like that since I was a child. Now, is it getting better somewhat in these last 5 to 7 years? Yes, but we need a bunch of money in Niagara Falls to make it look anything the way it's supposed to be, like it is on the Canadian side of the border. If we would need billions, man, billions of dollars to really boost up Niagara Falls. Now there has been some hotels that came down for fourth through First, Second, Third, and Fourth Street. A lot of hotels, about 6 of them, maybe 7 of them that came about. They got some old apartment complexes that's turning into condos now. So they're trying, man. But the biggest thing is, and me leading on to number 3, is that we don't know where these tax dollars is going, right? These tax dollars in Niagara Falls, in Niagara County, let's just talk about the county. Niagara County taxes are higher than Erie County taxes, or where Buffalo is. So it's like, if y'all paying higher taxes, where's that money going? And we know you're charging tourists $40 for a t-shirt. It's like, where's all this money going, to the point that Niagara Falls looks the way it does? It just makes no sense to me. Even the fashion outlets, for instance, our outlets versus the Canadian outlets, which is, once you cross the border, is 20 minutes away. And look, they both call Niagara Falls outlets. Well, our side is called fashion outlets, but they both was Niagara outlets, right? You look them up on the map, there's gonna pop up both of them. Their outlet is clean, is nice, is massive, is indoor, outdoor type of vibe going on. Our outlets, there's stores leaving by the droves in our fashion outlets on inside the Niagara Falls, right? That area is nice. So again, we talked about west of Hyde Park. Let's talk about east of Hyde Park. So really around 50th Street and up, right? That if you looking at east of Hyde Park or anything east of Hyde Park, that's a nice area. Those streets up there going towards the mall, going towards Military, going towards Niagara Falls Boulevard, that area is nice. That's really the separator between the two. And I hate to break up Niagara Falls like that, but west of Hyde Park, sketchy in some areas. You can find a good house. You can find some houses. It's going to make sure you know what street you're on. East of Hyde Park, you're going to be more solid. You know it's going to be quieter. It looks like two different worlds up there, and it's crazy. Back to the tax dollars, where is this money going? It's really hard to fathom why Niagara Falls looks the way it does. And again, especially when you're getting so many people every single year, right? The beautiful thing about Niagara Falls is homes are extremely affordable, right? Affordable, and you can easily find something for about 150,000, 75,000. For example, inside the actual city of Niagara Falls, the median sales price is going to be $158,000, and that was in the month of May. Year to date, it's only $134,000. Average is $157. Year to date, $147. So you can find something inside the city of Niagara Falls, some super low. The town of Niagara, little bit better, right? Definitely better. You can get something for $249. Year to date, right around $224, right? So it's a differences between the town of Niagara and getting inside that city in Niagara Falls, right? So city of Niagara Falls is what I was just talking about, 40th Street, all those, 57th Street, 100th Street, 1st Street. So that kind of 100 block radius, that city of Niagara Falls is going to look very different from the actual town. To find something for $140, right? It's crazy in 2025. Like, again, the thing about it is, how long will you get to 200,000? The next 20 years? There's not much appreciation going on inside the actual city of Niagara Falls. Think of how long the city of Niagara Falls has been around, and still the price inside the city is only, what did I just say, $134. Some people blame it on politics. Well, a lot of people blame it on politics. A lot of people blame it on, just poor government leadership within the city. And you can see it. Like, again, to reiterate this point, there's no way a city that can be so great, near such a seventh wonder of the world, to get that many people per year looks the way it does. I mean, the city itself should be booming. As we talked about earlier, when those industries left, it really didn't leave a lot of big jobs either, right? So that's the tough part. When you get rid of, I mean, Buffalo faced the same thing. Buffalo, the city of Buffalo faced this exact same thing too, because we were such a huge manufacturing hub, right? Even from, again, the Erie Canal, the waterways. At one point, Buffalo and Niagara Falls were booming, Lockport booming, right? But then when you take away those big industries, that big manufacturing, that hurt the city as well. Now, the city of Buffalo is starting to make some great headway, right? The city of Niagara Falls, not so much. I don't know of really big employers that's still in the Niagara Falls area outside of Seneca One, which is a massive hotel, right? That it's one hotel who supply everybody, and that's tough because they don't even pay taxes on the land, which is dope business model, but it doesn't really help too much either. That's a long story. Either way it goes, there's not a lot of big jobs, big industries, big companies within the Niagara Falls area that can support that community in the falls, right? So that kind of hurts. Most of those people are probably driving to DuPont or Dunlap or Ford, and then driving back up to the falls, right? So that's one thing. Now, there's a village, it's called Lewiston. Lewiston is a beautiful village. It's super nice, very expensive, but one of the most beautiful areas around the entire Western New York. I'm telling you, it's safe, it's legit the opposite of Niagara Falls. Lewiston is beautiful, again, very expensive, but you kind of get best of both worlds in the Lewiston. And here's why. You can still hop over to Canada extremely quickly, right? You're still only 20 minutes from the border, if that. You get a nice safe area. Again, you're gonna pay for it, but you still can enjoy Buffalo if you want to drive 40 minutes, 45 minutes. And lastly, you still get the opportunity to live close by the water. So Lewiston is a lot of things going for it. We'll probably make a video on that, especially inside the village. I mean, they got all type of stuff. Farmers market, it's free to walk down there. I mean, it's beautiful, right? The village of Lewiston is beautiful. So there are some nice parts in Niagara County, Lockport, Sanborn, more country rural. The town of Lockport is really nice, but sticking with Niagara Falls, if you guys need to be in Niagara Falls or just want to live close to the border, Niagara Falls, you can get something very cheap. It's going to be affordable. It's going to be older depending on what part of the falls you are in, but it has a lot to build. And I can't even say it's starting to revitalize because I personally have seen no change in Niagara Falls in decades. And I mean decades, man. And again, it's stemming back from before I was born. So there's a lot of things, again, that you want to be mindful of. Crime, again, spotty areas, things like that. These are just some things that you guys want to know. So again, remember, it's spotty in the area, taxes are going to be much higher. So it's something you have to budget for. And there's not much going on, right? Not much going on in Niagara Falls areas. I wish I can have better output for you guys or a better perspective for you guys, but this is just being very, very honest. If you want something just to be by the border, again, there are pockets inside of Niagara Falls that will fit you for sure. Or if you got the pockets for it, Lewiston is good. I really wanted to make this video for you guys because I've been getting a ton of questions because everybody sees the price point. It's like, oh, this got to be good, right? Visit first. So call me, visit, we'll go up there and hang out. Again, yeah, no, I don't want to be disrespectful to nobody's city. Niagara Falls, again, I go up there to shop monthly, right? It could be better though. It could be better. So as always, if you guys are looking to move to Buffalo, my name is Devonte Davis, the local realtor in and around the Buffalo and Niagara Falls area. If you guys have any questions, make sure you guys reach out to me, call, email, text, it does not matter. You guys know I'll always respond. If I don't respond right away, I promise I'm gonna get back to you ASAP. So let me know if you guys have any other topics that you guys really want to know about. Leave them in the comment box below, okay? I'm always interested to hear what you guys' feedback is in different parts of the city, whether you want to know about something specific or not. Maybe I can do a quick short for it. So let me know down in the comment box below. If not, I will see you guys inside the next one.